All right, Jeff, thank you so much. 40 volunteers, many of whom used to be firefighters and police officers, are now back on the front lines. They have their own firehouse and 5 marked fire trucks, and the group ready to put their lives on the line when an emergency strikes. Steve Keeley has their heroic story. Jeff, thank you. Developing right now, 7 people are recovering after being shot at a West Philadelphia playground. Hundreds were gathered for a party and a basketball game last night. Police say 2 men started shooting into the crowd. Let's get out to our Kelly Rule, who's live from the scene with more on exactly what happened. Hi, Kelly. Next time you head to an ATM to grab some cash, hold that swipe. Thieves may beat you to your own money. Skimmers strike again, and hundreds of customers at a Philly credit union have been ripped off. Our Bruce Gordon explains what you should do to protect your money. Sharks, jellyfish, algae, oh my, in Mercer County, there's scary stuff in the water. And while algae doesn't have sharp teeth or stinging tentacles, it's still pretty dangerous. Swim in it and you will get sick. Here's Fox 29's Hank Flynn. Oh, get it, Stu? And then the Uber ride? Stuber. A detective recruits his Uber driver into an unexpected night of adventure in the new movie Stuber. But is the flick as funny as the previews would have us believe? Movie critic Lee Thomas lets us know. Developing right now, 7 people recovering after being shot at a West Philadelphia playground. This shooting comes just 1 month after 6 people were shot at another playground in Philly over Father's Day weekend. Police say there was a basketball game and a party happening last night when 2 men started shooting. Kelly Rule reports from that scene. Well, happening now, a light rain continues to fall in New Orleans early this morning, but the city appears to escape the worst of Tropical Storm Barry. Here's video of some of the floodwaters people are dealing with along the southern coast of Louisiana. A surge produced by Tropical Storm Barry left streets flooded in Manville after the storm made landfall in the state as a hurricane. It's a great example of why flights were canceled to and from the New Orleans airport yesterday. The good news, the airport is expected to resume flights and they're back to normal today. The primary threat now remains flash flooding from intense rainfall. Doug, you're there live in New Orleans. What are the conditions like this morning? Doug, I know a lot of people sometimes think it's a headache when you have to evacuate, and then when the conditions end up proving not to be as bad as they were, they get a little frustrated, but it's better to be safe than sorry down in New Orleans with these conditions. That's the scene from New York yesterday. They were in the dark last night after a massive outage there. Madison Square Garden was one of the places where the lights went out. While J-Lo was on stage performing, thousands of fans had to be evacuated. She is promising her fans she will come back to New York for another performance to make up for that mishap. And New York's power is back on after the widespread outage. Fox's Roxanne Roman has the latest from New York. Happening today after an initial delay, immigration and customs enforcement raids will happen in 10 major cities, including New York, Miami, Houston, Denver, and Los Angeles. The sweep is spreading fear and anxiety through immigrant communities nationwide. New York Mayor Bill de Blasio said he received reports yesterday. ICE took action a day early, but those raids were unsuccessful. It's one of the biggest online shopping times of the year, Amazon Prime Day. Now 2 days fast approaching. Ever wonder how your orders make it so fast from your keyboard to your front door? Fox's Monica Guy gets a rare look at a fascinating process. Taking a live look at Cape May on this Sunday morning, 8:46. Our birthday boy is going to have your full forecast coming up in 15 seconds. Man, oh man.
Yep.
All right, what's more refreshing than sitting amongst a beautiful European garden, taking in the sights as you enjoy the flavors of New England? It won't take a plane ride to make that dream a reality. Kelly Rule took a trip to Rat's Restaurant. She's living out that fantasy. Kelly, show us.
Lauren, you heard him. We have to make our reservations. I am certainly coming out for this.
I will go with you. Road trip to Hamilton Township, Mercer County for some delicious seafood. Kelly, thanks for checking it out for us. Okay, we've all heard this. It takes a village to raise a child. Jen Fred is here to help in this week's Monologue.